The year was 1970, the 11th day of April. NASA had just launched its third mission to the moon, themed Apollo 13. The launch was successful. The crowd cheered as the spacecraft was propelled into space. NASA was pleased. "We have done it again. We're going to the moon for the third time." But just 2 days after the launch, boom, boom, a faulty oxygen tank exploded, and the service module became damaged, causing a huge loss in oxygen and electrical power. Oxygen on a spacecraft is not needed for breathing alone, but for generating electrical power through a fuel cell. The astronauts on board had to turn off all their electrical equipment,
We gotta turn everything off.
even their heaters to save power. They were cold, and with their oxygen off, they had a really slim chance to survive. Their mission to land on the moon was kaput. Their plans were ruined. At this point, the only thing the astronauts could think about was survival. To go back to Earth. But to go back to Earth, they needed to reposition their module into the Earth's atmosphere. They needed to time this critical operation in 14 seconds. Any more, any less, and they'll get the angle wrong and they'll be stuck in space forever. And they'll die. All electrical equipment were off. However, the only timing device available that was still working were the watches they were wearing. The Omega Speedmaster. Their mission back to Earth was successful, thanks to the Omega Speedmaster.
They made it.
Because the Omega Speedmaster played such an important role in bringing back the astronauts to Earth, NASA awarded Omega with the Silver Snoopy Award. With that as an inspiration, this watch was launched, the Omega Speedmaster Apollo 13 Silver Snoopy Award watch. Check out some of the details about this watch in relation to the Apollo 13 mission. In the Apollo 13 movie in 1995, Ed Harris played the role of a NASA flight director, Gene Kranz, and this was what he said in one of his famous conversations.
"We never lost an American in space. We're sure as hell not going to lose one on my watch. Failure is not an option."
Failure is not an option. This can be found on the dial. A more well-known inscription, "What could you do in 14 seconds?" is found between 1 to 14 seconds. This refers to the critical operations of firing one of the engines and turning it off exactly 14 seconds into the blast so that the module is positioned correctly for the re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere. Here you can see the inscription starting at the 1 second mark, extending to the 14 second mark. On the case back is another solid case, but with a special feature. The case back features a silver Snoopy in a spacesuit carrying a portable air conditioning unit. This is the same image of Snoopy that is found on the Silver Snoopy Award pin, the award given to both individuals and companies that have contributed to space travel safety. On closer inspection, one can see the dark blue enamel background of the case and the sprinkling of silver powder, giving the impression Snoopy is floating in space. Ladies and gentlemen, I've done the talking. The Omega Speedmaster has done the saving. NASA has done the awarding. The only thing left is for you to do the wearing. Call me now. I'm Mr. Burgundy.